It's 2021! Surprisingly, COVID nor any of our other problems magically went away with the new year. This is because it isn't like a new level or anything, it's just another year. As of now, many people are starting to get the COVID vaccine, and a lot of people are asking themselves and each other, should I get the COVID vaccine? The answer is yes, but also no. The answer is maybe, but probably yes. Answering the question, should you get the COVID vaccine, is easily answered with another question. Do you have any allergies or any pre-existing health conditions? If the answer to that question is no, then you should get the vaccine. If the answer is yes, then you should talk to your doctor. I have a background in medicine and the medical field, but I'm not an expert nor a physician. So if you're concerned or you have questions, you need to talk to your doctor for a more accurate answer before you make a decision. However, most of you probably already have your answer, though I know a lot of other people still have doubts. These doubts are caused by misinformation. I honestly don't know why people spread misinformation in the first place, especially about something that can save lives. So I'm going to try to clear up some of that misinformation, and I'm going to start with the first question that I'm asked, and that's most commonly, do vaccines cause autism? And that's a solid no, they don't. According to the CDC and several other peer-reviewed studies, there is no discernible link between vaccines and autism. In fact, the guy who started that lie, Andrew Wakefield, lost his medical license and all credibility after fabricating the link between vaccines and autism. His own study even concluded that there was not adequate data that could suggest a link between the two, but he lied anyway. I could do a whole video on this, but the short answer is no. Vaccines do not cause autism. The next most common concern has been with the speed at which the vaccine was produced. People are claiming that corners were cut simply because the vaccine became readily available quickly. This is simply not true. The vaccine was done quickly, yes, but it's all easily explainable. Not to mention, the vaccine still managed to follow steps required for other vaccines and met all prerequisites required for any other vaccine. No corners were cut, and thousands of people have already received the vaccine without any serious medical side effects. You probably still want to know why though, why we managed to pump out a vaccine so fast, and that's easy to explain. Scientific advancement has allowed us to study the genes of viruses, like the COVID virus, in an incredibly short amount of time. Meaning that back in January 2020, people were already studying the virus and the entire genome was sequenced and made available on January 10th, 2020. This was months before the pandemic. Meanwhile, scientists who create vaccines had already developed a quick platform approach for vaccines that allows vaccines to be developed quickly. Think of this platform approach kind of like a drill. One with interchangeable bits. The bit is the vaccine, like the flu, and the drill is the platform of which it's applied. So you have here a whole flu vaccine. And if you use this platform approach, it's really easy to remove, let's say, the flu, and replace it with, say, a COVID vaccine. That's a lot quicker than going out and buying an entire new drill just for two different jobs. It's a platform approach. Using this method allowed the vaccine to be developed quickly. Not to mention, the entire world was working on it together, and a ton of money was thrown at it, meaning hurdles that came up were leapt over with ease. The vaccine has jumped through as many hoops as the FDA could throw at it, and an independent panel voted for the use of the vaccine. So, though the vaccine was developed quickly, this isn't a bad thing, and you can thank scientific advancement for that. Lastly, I've heard a lot of people say that they're concerned that there's a microchip in the vaccine that Bill Gates and the government are going to use to track them. Honestly, this is easily the dumbest of the concerns I've mentioned. There aren't any devices that exist that would float around in your bloodstream and still function correctly and undetected. If you're going to get chipped, it will be subdermal, meaning right under your skin, and you will know about it. Not to mention, you are already carrying around a smartphone that already tracks everything you do. Why would the government spend billions into developing a tiny microchip that could secretly be injected and spend even more money to keep this a secret when they can already track you basically for free? You pay for your smartphone. You pay for someone to have the ability to track you. What's even funnier to me is that most of the people who raise these concerns voice them on Facebook, a company that has been under fire for years for selling people's information. If you're really concerned about getting tracked, maybe turn your attention to real threats like social media. The bottom line is that you should get the COVID vaccine, and if you have any concerns, consult a physician. Hopefully, I've eased your mind a little so that when the time is right, you'll get that vaccine. Vaccines are good, and they're a step closer to the world going back to normal. So, in the meantime, wear your mask, wash your hands, quarantine if you can, and most importantly, stay safe out there.